Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Rough Draft. It is me, Zachary, aka Living Mediocre. Thank you, everyone. How's everyone doing so far tonight? We're gonna do some Lorwyn Eclipsed draft, as the title implies. Who knows? It could be the last one that we end up doing. The season's almost over. It's turtle time, baby. Turtle time. Well, I'm sure we can talk turtles at some point tonight. Let's go ahead and get some games of standard going. Welcome, Hunter. Nice to see you here again. Always a pleasure. How are you doing? Alright, we're working with a different deck list this week, but we're going with the 4-color Reanimator. I am also pretty tired. I wasn't feeling the best earlier, but nothing a little Dayquil didn't help out with. We're going to start off with a starting town, so our strategy is concealed. We could be anything. And then we'll do this Gloom Lake What is the Wastewood Verge tap for? Okay, perfect. It taps for green. Yeah, we're going to do the Gloom Lake Verge. Welcome, Ian. Nice to see you here as well. Always a pleasure. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's do Cavern of Souls. We're going to do it on... I guess we'll just do it on Spider. It doesn't matter. But which you'll see why. So we're going to get Formidable Speaker. We're going to discard this Bringer of the Last Gift. And we're going to go ahead and grab Caviero. Doing some reanimating shenanigans. Should be fun. The Myco Tyrant. Okay. Let's go ahead and do another Wastewood Verge. We're going to do Kiora. Draw 2. And we're going to discard Terror of the Peaks and Galta. And we'll just hang back. It's already looking like we're going to have a pretty nasty Bringer of the Last Gift. This deck is fun. I started trying it out a little bit earlier today. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Like I said, I wasn't feeling the super best earlier, but we make it work. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll do... we'll do a Cavern of Souls just in case. We'll do it on... we'll do it on Elf. Cool. And then... It's early. I wish we had another way to discard, but it's early, but we're going to do it anyways. So we sack, everyone sacks all of our other creatures, and then we get boom, and then we go boom, and opponent has had enough. Easy as that. That's the shenanigans, Ian. We're doing some mass reanimation for the cheapity cheap. Looks like I might have a slow connection. Ugh. I am so excited to move into a different area and get better internet than what I currently have. Gonna do some just quick troubleshooting here. Just a reposition. Maybe that. Excuse me again. All right, looks like that helped a little bit. We'll see if that sticks. But yeah, we're gonna do some more. Actually, you know what? Before I go into a new, I know that I just kind of showed off the deck here, but let's just do a quick tour. All right, decks. It's a 4-color mana reanimator, but we don't have red mana, so. But yeah, so we've got stuff like Smuggler's Surprise to mill some cards, Kiora, discard some cards from Middle Speaker, discard a card to get the card that we need. This is like the perfect card for this package. Awaken the Undead, destroy something, mill, and then we get to some hand recursion. 1 second here. Give me uno momento. Okay. Let's see if this helps at all. Hmm. One second, y'all. All right. We're looking hopefully good again here. I don't know. See if we are more stable. Turn some things off. I don't know. Anyways, this is the deck. Pretty straightforward. We just want big stuff in the graveyard and then do some mass reanimation. There we go. I miss you too. It hurt. All right. Let's go again on the ladder. This time, we'll actually do ranked because last time we didn't. But hey, a win is a win. A win is a win is a win. Some might say. All right, 1 second. I'm just closing out everything. All right, we keep this hand. Bloom and Marsh. We will just get the town greeter from this mill. Let's do Spider. Their Grix is something. We have a very good graveyard right now. If we can get more before we extract value, it'd be very solid. Alright, so it looks like they're on elementals. Let's do island. And we'll do a town greeter. We'll do one more turn before we give it up to him. I guess we should do human, because then, I mean, it just gives us more value. We'll get a land. And we'll cash grab. We'll just grab another Cavero just in case. Even though ours is uncounterable. And we'll just swing. Doesn't matter. Opponent is taking their sweet, sweet time. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I mean, this deck has been a lot of fun. It's so scammy, but it feels so good when it pops off. Alright. Elemental on Cavern of Souls. Alright. They get a pinger. Guess what? It's not gonna matter. Watergrave will shock it in, and Cavero. Cavero in as bringer of the last gift. Boom. 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 And that's a win right there, baby. Hey, baby. Yay. These freaking internet issues are bugging me. Now we have 0 internet? Okay. What? Am I coming through okay? Like, it's so wishy-washy that I can't fully tell. Yeah, it's nuts when it actually works. Like, there's very few ways that you can turn that deck off. Obviously, like, Rest in Peace is one of them. I don't think we have too many ways of enchantment removal. Okay, interesting. Maybe it's just my system being weird. I'll just keep going as I do. So do we have? Well, I guess we have a couple of Awaken the Honored Deads to do some enchantment removal. If we do have some graveyard hate, I guess that's actually the only thing though, because everything else. I guess the other way that we do it is if we do have Smuggler's Surprise and we get a ton of mana. I think it costs like 8 mana, 2 green and 6, to get some creatures on the battlefield, and if one of them is Galt, then we just get everything. Oh, hiccups. All right, let's do another game. We're doing pretty good on this ladder so far. 2 for 2. And of course, we've got TMNT coming next week. It'll be live on Arena on the 3rd, which is our next stream day. But I don't think I'm not currently planning to stream it yet. Is that a pink poop emoji? My guy. Is that how you feel about TMNT? we'll do starting or a multiversal passage on green tapped. And then let's just do, we're slow rolling it. No need to go super fast. We'll have an enter tapped. Starting town. This is a little bit too slow. I mean, we don't have great pieces to get things in the graveyard. Alright, so there's Sliver's deck. We're just going to do human here. And I mean, we have to just pass because we're not going to blow Cavero yet. However, we are looking a little bit in trouble. We didn't have a super great start. Yes, of course, Hunter. Strixhaven. Of course. There's nothing else that's coming out. I wouldn't even dream of it. Alright, we're going to get Formidable Speaker. We're going to dump Bringer of the Last Gift. And then we'll go grab... I guess we actually don't need Cavero because we have two of them. So let's get some Millers. Let's get the Overlord. And I guess we'll Overlord next turn. If we have a next turn, I mean, we have like 2 turns and before we have to do this or we lose. We'll see if we can get it done. I don't know. I'm like TMNT, like it definitely does seem like it's being done better than Spider-Man. That's for sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and impend the Overlord. We'll mill, hopefully, some creatures. I mean, we got some creatures, but none of them that we need. Let's pass. Oop, no attack, no attack. We need blockers. Oh, wait. Are we just dead? Yeah, we're just dead. Get a good hand. However, yes, while it is marginally better than Spider-Man, I hate that we have another set where it's just, we have like 8 of the same legendary creature over and over. Like, there's something like what? Let me just pull it up here. On constant-list.com. And go to research. Set TMT is Commander Leonardo. TMT, TMC. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 Leonardos. Which, yeah, I don't know. Like, the set is small, yeah. It's not... Let me just pull up the numbers here. Sets, TMT. It's 190 cards in the main set. So yeah, that is pretty small, actually. What was Spider-Man? Spider-Man was 193, so it actually is smaller than... This is a good hand. It actually is smaller than Spider-Man. Believe it or not. Do a starting tone. Alright, looks like they're doing some Terra shenanigans. Hey, we're the only one who gets to do shenanigans here. Town Greeter, mill 4, no creatures. Let's get another Cavern. Weird that we don't hit creatures, honestly. Alright, let's do a Cavern, and we'll do it on Human. Maybe we should have done Elf, but it looks like it went through. Anyways, they're in green. There's no counter spells. We'll discard a Terror of the Peaks, and then let's go get Uh, do we go with the same game plan? We do Overlord? No, I think we should do Bringer of the Last Gift, and then we can discard it next turn to the Formidable Speaker. Curious if we'll see more of these small sets. Maybe that's how WotC justified cramming so many sets a year into Standard. Maybe. It's hard to say really for sure what WotC has in their brains. Sometimes I don't think it's always the best, but who knows? All right, and then let's go ahead and do next turn. I think we'll have a solid setup. We'll do Ardent. Oh, we should have done. If we could get a Galta into our graveyard, that would be ideal. Oh, they have a Summon Titan in their graveyard now, so that's not the best. And a Summon Terra. We don't have a way to deal with that. I think. Do we have to risk it? We're gonna risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. We could get the Summon Titan. Let's get Summon Titan. We're a little crazy with it. We do need another Caveira now, though. Yeah, I mean, we are going allegedly back to 6 sets next year, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be a lasting problem. However, 6 sets a year is still a lot of sets a year. Alright, a Trail of Teacups. This is not a card that I'm familiar with. Oh, this is a Spider-Man card. They killed our Summon Titan. That was actually going to be pretty good for us. Alright, we will impend. Actually, you know what? Let's just full cast the Overlord. It's not including Secret Layers. However, Secret Layers are much easier to skip. Standard legal sets, not so easy to skip. Like, if you play Standard, you have to get every set. Like, there's pretty much no way around it, unfortunately. Secret Layers, easy to skip. It's just extra stuff, and you can. It's getting easier, I feel like, to get your hands on things. I don't know. I'm just hoping that we see better quality control, and I don't know. That's my main thing. All right, let's Cavero again. Except this time we will pretty much win. GG. Yeah. And arena gems are not cheap. I mean, like, if I wanted to pre-order, let's just look at it. If I wanted to pre-order turtles, costs $50. $50 does get us, essentially 50 packs. Which for the most part will be a lot of the stuff that you need, but like you get the best kind of stuff when you're drafting because you get to get what you're actually looking for. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it ends up going. All right, draft time. I think it's draft time. Speaking of drafting, we're gonna do some Lorwyn Eclipsed as was voted on in the Discord. It was I think 58% was given to Lorwyn. I was kind of excited to do maybe Avatar, but I will give the people what they want. The thing that Arena lacks is like the fact that you have to pay so much money. Like if you want 4 rares, you have to pay $10, no matter what the rares are. All right, we'll get back to this. Remind me. Ooh. Let's. All right, I swear to you, it's not on purpose. It's not my fault that the best cards in this format, the goblins, are just being handed right to me. Arena's, yeah, sure, it's free to play, and you can get along not spending any money on Arena. Will you actually win a lot of games? No. Will you have fun? Maybe. We'll get Bog Slither's Embrace here as the. My eyes are just darting already to the cards that we want. Uh, we've drafted this so many times now, and how many times have we done Rakdos Goblins? Ian, I know, bud, but hey, on the bright side, if we look at our win rates in draft, we're abysmal. But if we look at our win rates in Commander, my Grub deck has a 57% win rate, guy. So I don't know. It tells kind of makes you think. Probably, but I think objectively they are the best cards that were. I genuinely don't try to do like specific archetypes when I come into these, especially these. But like Champion of the Weird was our first rare, and it's a really good card in limited, especially. I'm kind of thinking here. Blight 2. The Mud Button Curse Tosser is really good. Need to blight it, which we can with the Bog Slither's Embrace and with Grub on the backside if she sticks around. Okay. Let's see here. Do I need any? No, we have most of this set already. Everything we have on here, we have 4 ofs, except for the Gnarlbark Elm, but we're not going to grab that. It is a good card, but it's hard to get to stick around. I think we'll do the Nameless Inversion. Most of the time, it's removal, and that's always really good. You remove any creature type buffs. We know that. We know all this. We've drafted this so many times already. Here, it's not a goblin, but it is a good card. 2 mana for a 2/2 with lifelink, and we mill 2, which is pretty good with Grub. This is a card that I've been wanting to see about, maybe in like building around in Commander or something like that. Conspire is a cool mechanic that we don't see a lot of. We'll go with, I think, the Boulder Dash. We could go for Evolving Wilds or the Changeling. Changelings are always a good option. Bristlebane Outrider is a good option, but we're not in green. Going back to Hunter, though, I think you are right. The Goblins are probably the worst archetype in this format. But again, we can't help what we get. I don't know what to tell you. And the Boggart Curse Crafter comes right back to us. It's being handed to us on a silver platter. We'll go for the Implied Entrance. It's not a super great card, but I don't want to do the Flaring Cinder. Bone Club Berserker is a super good card in this format. 4 mana, gets +2 for each goblin we control. And as much as people would like to ignore it, I do not always choose Rakdos on a principle. I actively try not to if possible. But, again, the cards were handed to us on a silver platter. All right, we have a ways to go until we get a new pack. TMNT, there's some stuff that I actually am a little bit excited for. The card that we posted today on the Instagram, Splinter, looks like actually a really really sweet. We get like a Panharmonicon effect for ninjas, and we get unblockable for ninjas. It is Esper. I already have an Esper deck, but we could do with another. Oh, baby. Oh, this is actually a hard pick. We have a double rare. We have the Goliath Daydreamer. Ian, you remember this guy? You remember this baby? It's a good card. It is a lot of mana, and we don't have a lot of instants or sorceries, though, so it's probably not a keep. We probably go for the double up on the Boggart Cursecrafter. But if it comes back around to us, I think we'll probably grab it. I love that card, though. I haven't used it in anything else. Let's grab the Requiting Hex, I think. That's one of the things that we do need to focus a little bit more on here that we've noticed is that we need some solid interaction. It's a 1 mana removal spell, as long as it's mana 2 or less. We also have 2 creatures that are removal spells for power 2 or less. So they do combo pretty well together, but I think that's the way we'll go. Lasting Tarfire. That is a good card, especially when we are doing some blighting. We're blighting here. Blighting here. Don't blight here. We can blight here. Blight. Those are so far all the blighting that we have. It's so good. Like, I need to find a deck to put it in, though. Let's grab Grave Shifter. It's a shapeshifter, so it is a goblin. And when it enters, we may return a creature card from graveyard to hand. It's a 2/2. Not bad stat-wise. We don't want to get too many of the Mud Button Curse Tossers because as the game goes on, it does become less relevant. But I think that's what we do. Chaos Spewer is really good in this environment here. Darkness Descends is good removal, but it affects us more than anything because a lot of our main goblins, especially Grub, not very durable at 1 toughness. So giving -2 counters on everything isn't always the best. So we're not going to do it. All right, we get another Boggart Cursecrafter. Boggart Cursecrafter Tron, as Saffron Olive would say. That is kind of what I'm going for, probably. This is instant speed removal for 5 damage. This is Death Touch. We have 3 of them, though. I think we go with Feed the Flames. We'll see if that was a mistake. Wretched, very good. If we can blight onto it, it comes back if it dies. Solid. All right, this is also really good though. The Heirloom Auntie. We do need to be careful about curve. We curve out very easily. I think we do go with Heirloom Auntie though. There's nothing really great here. We'll get the Bloodletter. Or Combat Trick. Okay, let's go with Combat Trick. Sure. Alright, we'll get the Boggart Prankster. That came back around to us. Shimmer Creep isn't great to see, but it's probably the best thing we can grab out of this pack. Mudburden Cursecrafter came back to us. We take it. And Scarblade Scout, we take it. It's not what we want, but we'll do it. Ooh, we get some choices. Third pack. We've got Sanar. This could be good. This is the only card that I'm like, okay. Like, I guess if Hybrid was okay, like this would actually be a good card, but it's not. We would have a Vivid Count of 3. Excellent. Reveal the top X. Choose 1, exile it. We may cast it this turn. I don't know. We also have what? Oh, I must have missed the timer go off. I didn't realize it was that low. We're not going to get Bloodlight bidding. It's a trap. We're not doing it. Not this time. We did it last time, and we got screwed for it. We're going to go with the nameless version again. Do we try it, though? Do we try it, though? No, we're not going to try it. We're not going to try it. Ooh. These are good choices in terms of our goblins. Another Curse Tosser. We get a play set of Curse Tossers, though. That's actually not bad. Gives us a really good chance of getting it. I mean, I've found that in Standard, having that on turn 1 is really good. We just need a reliable way to kill it ourselves because it's almost never getting blocked, and it can't block itself. So I think we'll go with it and hope that we get some other blighting options. Hey, we have a Blight Rot. We're going to grab that. Something just fell. Freaked the shit out of me. Sorry. Excuse me. Blight Rot is really good, though. All right, next pack. Another Lasting Tarfire. And an Heirloom Auntie. What are we looking at in terms of distribution? 19 creatures, 7, 10 non-creatures. We're not going to keep all of them, though. Let's go for the Lasting Tarfire. It's probably easier to turn on than anything. Here, let's do another Feed the Flames. That's a solid choice. Requiting Hex again. We'll grab it. Oh, this could be fun. We'll grab a Dream Harvest. We probably don't play it, but it means no one else will either. Let's do beginning of combat. You may blight 1 when you do target creature gains haste. I have not seen this card, honestly. I have not seen this card whatsoever. That's interesting. Very few times do I not see a card that came out. Fogger Prankster. Alright, this is pretty much our deck here. We'll trim out the fluff. We got another Lasting Tarfire. Jesus. We're pretty even on color distribution. Alright, now let's build the actual deck. What do we want to trim out? The in-play entrance isn't super great. Neither is Reckless Ransacking. We didn't end up getting that Goliath Daydreamer, so we'll probably cut a few of the non-creatures. Question about Arena Draft versus Paper Draft. Do you think it's harder in Arena because the opponents are random after the drafting is done and their pool was random? It's hard to say. I mean, yes, the opponents that we go up against, they're not the same people that we drafted with, to my knowledge. So I would say that's probably harder because it means it takes away the ability to hate draft, as well as we'll probably dump this Chaos Spewer. Or at least one of them. We'll dump the Elf. I would say it's probably harder in that respect. However, I think in this way you're not getting hate drafted, so that makes it a little bit easier there. But so it's easier when you're picking your cards, not necessarily easier when you're actually going up against your opponents. We're gonna number 1 of the hexes. Both of these scouts. We're gonna dump 2 of the Lasting Tarfires. That's my take personally, is that I think it's easier to pick cards for yourself, but harder to actually play. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Hey, and we're going to dump 1 land. We're going to go 16 lands in this baby. That's right. I kind of want to keep the Dream Harvest. It's so hard to cast, though. Heirloom Auntie will keep one of them. And then let's dump Sanar. Just because I don't think he's really that good for us currently. How's this look? Opinions, thoughts before we go into first game. Here's the pool up here. Thoughts on these picks? I feel pretty, for the most part, pretty good about it. Here's our breakdown. We have a good curve, mostly twos, average of 2.3. Might be the lowest curve that we've had so far. Let's change our companion. We just got, I just unlocked these new companions. Let's go for this. Noble Changeling, Prideful Changeling, and Obstinate Changeling. Interesting. We'll go with this guy. Ooh, pretty colors. Pretty colors indeed. All right. With that, with Hunter's great insight there, let's ship it. Let's see how we do. Game 1. I hope that doesn't make sense, though, Greg. I'm not always the most the wisest person here, but I hope I gave an intelligible enough response. Thank you. We've got to wait here. Could mean that the system read our deck and was like, hey, don't give this guy nothing. Give him the best of the best. Probably not. A man can dream. All right, here we go. We are going against Mao the Machine. They are platinum. Or is it just silver? Okay. Yeah, this is a good hand. We got lands, we got spells, we have a creature. We are on the draw, so hopefully we draw into a 1-drop. They're on green. We don't. We get a fucking land. If we see these lands the whole game, I swear to God, we'll go down to 15. I'll do it. Don't test me, game. I'll do it. And none of us will like it. Lisa Lana Informant. 3-1. Enters or dies at Surveil 1. They kept to the top. Interesting. We did get a solid 1-drop. I guess we don't necessarily want to kill this thing because it does get benefit yet, at least. So let's go ahead and drop the Curse Tosser. We will behold, or the Curse Tosser, and we'll behold the Curse Crafter, of course. Is Goose here tonight? Goose got to see my my Goblin deck do some work at our LGS on Friday. Hopefully we'll see it again this week. Maybe not that exact one, but I've really been liking it. It's been performing pretty well. I mean, it's goblins. It can do some scary things if you're scared of little creatures that can get overwhelming, but it's also easy to deal with. That's the other thing. God damn it, we're gonna cut these fucking lands. Alright. We are going to let's attack. See if they block. They shan't block, so we will Blight 1. We're gonna exile the Lisalon Informant, put a -1 counter here, and remove the Reluctant Down Guard. Did you ever think a 1-mana goblin would be a sweeper? You didn't. Alright, we'll go ahead and play a mountain. And then let's do the curse crafter out here. And we'll hold up this interaction for this gets if another creature entered surveil. We'll see what they play. When this creature enters, creatures you control get +1/+. Oh, until end of turn, Kith can creatures you control also gain first strike until end of turn. Okay. Well, that we can't kill that, but we can see their attack here, and we will kill it. These lands, bro. Why is this a sorcery? Alright, we'll play the Wretched Wretch. Let's go ahead and see if they block. I doubt it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Look at this guy. He's so cute. It's Phyrexian Might over here. I do like, let's see if we can get it to... I don't usually play, I try to play on low graphics, but when you're on high graphics, you get to see the game board will shift as life totals change. So watch that. So it goes over this way to the more Shadowmoor side. So it's a physical indicator of how the game is going. But for whatever reason, it just doesn't perform that well on my computer. Oh my god, these lands, bro. Let's play the Curse Tosser. Pass. Like we're even playing 16 lands right now, and I know what's going to happen. Can I just ask why? Like why? You know, I don't exactly understand. I don't think it's very fair. It hurts my feelings. We get all these lands and nothing we can do with them. We get another mud button. That's all of our mud buttons, so I don't want to see. We're not going to see any more. We'll hold this goblin. We can swing, but it doesn't even do anything, even if it dies. So I guess we'll just hold it back and see if they play anything else. We're gonna cut another land after this is done. We're gonna do it. Oh my god. Yeah, they're platinum, we're silver. Yeah. So they are very good at limited, but that wasn't a factor of us being good or not. I mean, we just keep drawing fucking lands. We don't have any way to shuffle, huh? No. It's almost worth putting in this Dream Harvest. What's our color distribution? 76% black, 36% red, so we'll trim a mountain. We're going to go 15 lands. This format pisses me off. It's taunting me. Taunting me. Always taunting me. I know Hunter's over there just laughing his ass off. He gets another week of seeing good old Zach here get his face kicked in by the RNG system. Alright. Yeah, this is a good hand. Mountain Pass. Mountain, and then we'll do Lasting Tarfire, I think. And then we'll play the Chaos Spewer. They are in green, so they will possibly have some enchantment removal. Green-white. Kithkin. Maybe not, because they will be very creature-focused. Alright, let's do a swamp. And then let's do Heirloom Auntie. We did put a counter on, so we deal 2. And we have a blocker. However, we do want the Chaos Spewer this next turn. We're not going to give the Auntie because we want to get her bigger and start surveilling. All right, we'll take 2, take some beats. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's just you're right. You're so right. It's my fault. We'll blight 2 onto the Chaos Spewer. Swing with the Heirloom Auntie. Probably shouldn't have swung because they did have 3 open mana. But hey, we're okay. And we deal 2 more. We went down to 15 lands, and we're still so far we've only drawn lands, right? Like we drew the Heirloom Auntie, but like, come on, it's crazy. Two to the Surly Farrier. They can pump it up if they don't realize that. They didn't realize that they could give it +1. Interesting. Okay. We'll swing. Again, that was a bad idea. Alright, we gotta change it. That's okay. If we draw yet another land, like, I just don't know. I just don't know anymore. Okay. Let's get the Wretched Wretch. This is an instance we can block, and then, yeah, that's good. Swing with the Changeling. Do they take the bait? Come on. Oh wait, they don't even need to take the bait. It's a 5/4. I was just seeing the 5. Creature Recontrol deals 4 damage, so Grove Guide. Booyah. They can make a 1/1, that's fine. I think though. Have we seen? No. We have not seen all of our lands. Ha, you fool. We wanted it to die. Surveil that to the yard. We don't want a mountain. I have been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, and not giving any spoilers, but the dungeon loot. There is a recurring joke that like he really wants pants and shoes, so they steer him in the opposite direction. They're giving him things that, you know, I won't get too much into it, but I feel like that's what's happening right now. We're asking for non-lands, and we're just getting lands. All right, we're going to blight. We're going to get rid of this Surly Farrier. Blighting onto the Wretched Witch. And then we'll swing in for 6. They will take 2. And if we can either just put a counter in or get through, we win, but we don't even have to. Opponent scoops it up. We get a win. 15 lands was how we did it. We did see more lands than we were happy with, but that's okay, because it was still less than what we were dealing with previously, which is hard to do. Welcome back, everybody. Again, we are game 3 of this draft. 15 lands. You heard it. I think we will keep this. We'll play out a swamp. Mountain, Boggart Prankster. I like Boggart Prankster. He's pretty good. Just buffs a goblin by 1. But I don't like this guy. Luckily, he's easy to kill. We will just Giant Fall. I forgot what this card does. They can just discard something to make it indestructible. You'd think it required like mana or something. Or a tap. Well, I guess it does become tapped. It does have that like Immersed in Predator, Rakdos the Muscle effect. But this also means that we get to swing in for 2. The annoying thing about this card in Arena is that it constantly you always have priority to just discard a card. Because it's not capped like to once per turn or anything like that. Alright, let's do... We do want this thing gone. Do they think that they can just discard to save it here? Let's see if they do. I think they do. I think they do. Either that or they have a protection spell. I don't think there's a black protection spell in this set. They could Blight and then kill our Prankster. If they have that in hand. They took their sweet, sweet time. They do still have actions to take, it seems. But we'll bait them. See what they got. Unbury. Okay, they'll just get it back. That's okay. A-okay with us. Alright. The one time we wanted another land. Let's Champion of the Weird. We'll exile the Wretched Wretch. Behold, my goblin. If only we had that lasting Tarfire. Looks like they're missing out on green, though. Haha. Target creature has touch and lifelink. When it dies, make an elf. Okay. Make a 2/2 elf. That's okay with us. We'll just do it again. We don't care. Grave Shifter. They'll return the iron. We just can't get enough of this Iron Shield Elf. Maybe we should have cast the Heirloom Monty first, realistically, but that's okay. We're doing alright. We'll see the Iron Shield Elf again. Is it, it is. It is instant speed. Alright, they finally have their green mana. Does that put them online for anything else? No, it does not. Oh my god. All these fucking lands. Boggart Prankster, we'll send it. Hopefully here they're going to block and then discard. They're thinking hard about what they're discarding, but can they do it twice a turn? They can. Well, they want to though. Listen, you've had it. You've had enough of the elf. Just let it go. Oh, all right, fair enough. All right, what do we got on top? Something good? Boggart Prankster. Okay, fair. All right, we'll start getting hit a little bit. But that's okay. We will take 9 against my better judgment. Ugh. Another Iron Sheet Elf. You have no cards left to discard, though, guy. Let's play a Boggart Prankster and a Wretched Wretch. We'll stay back. Ooh, sleepy, sleepy. All right. Are they going to discard their last card in hand? They will not. But importantly, the loyal. Oh, what? I didn't even do the math. I didn't do the math. We lost. That's okay. We'll get it next time. All right. Do we got a 14 land? I'm. Yeah, we died. I didn't do the math. You see, Zach did a what we call in the business a whoopsie. Um, let's grab another Requiting Hex. 41 cards, 15 lands. I can't. I know. I didn't do what? I don't even know that word. I don't. We don't have red mana. No, we don't have black mana. Alright, we're gonna put Giant Boulderfall and Giant Fall down to the bottom. Oh, I love this land. We'll hold on to this Embrace until we get a 2-for-1. Unless they have a removal spell right now. I hope not. That's the last time you want a removal spell is when there's no creature to blow up from it being removed. Alright, so we're on Elementals. No blue yet. So they're running into some similar issues as us, but that's okay. That's okay with us, baby. Let's go ahead and do a Wretched Wretch. Swing for 3. Is there any singular card that you guys are looking forward to from TMNT? Even you, Hunter. I'm sure there's got to be at least one card you can look past the turtle symbol for. Sizzling changeling. Actually, I don't know if they get to see that or not. We're gonna swing with the curse tosser. See if they block. They do. We blow up the flamekin, and then we're going to blight onto the Wretched Wretch. Super Shredder promo. There's a few different versions of Super Shredder, aren't there? Super Shredder. Super Shredder. Oh no, they hit a blue mana. We're screwed. And they play a Changing Wayfinder. Why not the Twin Flame Travelers first? I guess we do potentially have more removal in hand, but like still, I feel like that's subjectively the right move, right? Ooh, they're 3-color elementals. They got some green in the mix. 3 or 4 versions of Super Shredder. Let me see if I can find. I'm going to guess what version you're talking about. It's an expensive card. Ah, I see the one you're talking about. Yeah, this one's cool. I don't know. Let's move to combat. We'll swing, see if they have responses. Before we cast the removal, we'll do the Boggart Prankster as our target for the +1. They chose the Wretched Wretch. Wait, why did it die? Oh, it was a 4/2. Graveshifter. And we'll go ahead and just get that right back. Thank you very much. Super Shredder is probably that's probably like the chase card, right? In like the main set. Constant List has it at like $40 at the base printing. The highest value card, yeah, is that Super Shredder in the main set at least. Well, technically it's the Extended Art Turtles Forever, and then the Borderless Super Shredder, Dark Leo and Shredder, the Showcase, and then Super Shredder, the base printing. I assume they block with the Informant here. Okay. Tourney entry only. Interesting. I mean, Super Shredder, I think, is like the coolest card. Broadcast Takeover also seems really neat. They blocked with the Informant as expected. Some of the sneak cards, like Kitsune's Technique, I feel like those are going to just be insane. One thing that I think that they did wrong here that we didn't see as a problem with like stuff like in Avatar or even Spider-Man for the most part is that like the rules I think like the rules for like sneak can be a bit tough for like newer players to grasp onto. lot of like, good players don't necessarily understand that, like, or like don't even know all the steps of combat and when you get priority, when you can cast things, and with like the recent changes last year of not being able to cast anything after spells have been cast after the declare blocker step, like the attacker gets to, or how did it change again exactly? I forget it because it came and went. I just forgot. But the rules changed with casting spells during combat. There's at some point you just lose that ability for whatever reason, right? Not lose the ability, but like they changed it around. Combat damage assignment order. So in the attacking blockers can divide. Oh, okay, so after damage has been assigned, that's when you can no longer cast anything. That's right. Ooh. At 8, 6, 14. No, we need to leave blockers up for this guy. So we'll just swing the Curse Tosser. I think we can still win this. Maybe we did even swing with the Wretched Wretch, because then it would have died. Yeah, I think I feel like, we just missed out on lethal. Well, alright, no matter what rares we get next time, if there is a next time, we're not doing Rakdos. That's where I get you. TMNT doesn't have a Rakdos. You don't think... No, there's not a single card. I feel like I could find a card that would be exciting to you. Let's find. That's what I'm going to dedicate a segment to right now. It's finding Hunter a card. All right, let's go to Constant. We're going to find a card that Hunter's going to care about. All right, let's do it. Let's go ahead and add... All right. We've got Constant up on screen. And let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and just do this. Minus color. Blue. We don't want any blue cards. So I would say this one for like Axonil. But this deals 6 damage, so unless you have him like super buffed. Broadcast Takeover I think is good, but I don't know if that's for you. This one here, Cool But Rude. This card is really good. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do draw a card, when you discard a card, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Can you guys not? Oh, oops, my bad. I was stuck in studio mode. Here we go. This one, Cool But Rude. This would be really good for Osher Axonil. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do draw a card, and then whenever you discard a card, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. if you got Oger Accidental, it deals 4 damage on each discard, right? And then it has a gamble mode at the last level, so that's pretty good. That would fit in for Oger pretty well. Minus color U. Let's see. Let's look for accidental cards exclusively right now, because I think that's probably one of your coolest decks, I think. I don't think you run too many artifacts in that deck. If you did, Improvised Arsenal could be cool. Jenika's Technique, also really good for that deck. You can sneak it for 1 mana and deal 2 damage to each creature. Manhole Missile deals 3 damage to target creature, and you get to bottom a hand and draw a card. Bottom a card to your bottom of the library, and then you draw a card, right? Yeah, Purple Dragon Punks, it's a dork, but not super great there. Raphael Ninja Destroyer is pretty neat. I feel like this is like a deck that you like could build. Whenever it's dealt damage, add that much red mana, and then you don't lose it as steps and phases end. That could be a cool mono red thing. Raphael Tough Turtle, it's it's impact tremors on a body. So I feel like those cards could be cool. Spicy Oatmeal Pizza. I hate the pizza cards. I'll be completely upfront. I hate the pizza is whatever. But yeah, I think those cards, Raphael, both these Raphaels here. I think Raphael Ninja Destroyer could be a cool commander, or maybe a 99 and something. Raphael Tough Turtle would go in like Oger. And then Jenika's Technique, I feel like, is probably like the premier card there for that deck, right? I don't think there's anything here like in the red category that fits into Atali necessarily. Other than Double Strike, but Double Strike doesn't give you double. No, because we care about enters triggers in that Atali, right? I guess you would want like because you sneak would be really good in that deck because if you attack with Atali, as long as it's unblocked, which a lot of people I feel like don't block with it because of the trample, you could cast this stuff like Raphael's Technique and return it to hand so you can cast it sans commander attacks, and then you get a wheel. What about for green? You guys can see it now, right? I haven't just been wasting my time. I feel like you guys would have said something else if that was the case. I don't think there's going to be anything in green that's particularly exciting for Atali, except for like Ground Chuck and Dirtbag is just a good green card. It's 6 mana, 8/8 trample. Goodbye, Colossal Dreadmaw, I guess. And then it lets your green lands tap for an extra green. Michelangelo is kind of cool. If you have stuff that disappears, you get a counter on him. Top 8 cards of your library, 2 creature cards with mana value 6 or less onto the battlefield. Maybe not super great for Atali necessarily, but it's a cool card. Let's see. New Generation's Technique. You can get 3 mana for 2 lands tapped if you have an unblocked attacker. Party Dude is probably like the worst class enchantment from this set here. Yeah, green, not necessarily anything here for Atali, and even like your Sigarda, because there's not going to be a whole lot of humans in this set. Humans or angels, there won't be any angels for that matter. And no humans in green. Well, there's this one, Courier of Comestibles. When it enters, you may search your library for a food card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. It's not good for Sigarda, though. Let's look for Mural. Action News Crew. It's a common though. It has a channel ability. I do like that. The flavor there is pretty cool. Uh, for 6 mana, discard it. You get a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Agent Bishop also pretty good there. I feel like. And then are there, because that deck deals with soldiers, right? Yeah, there's only 2 soldiers. Let me just look up Mural here real quick. Yeah, it cares about soldiers. Yeah, there's only 2 soldiers. There's this dinosaur one, but that's a Dinosaur Matters card. And then Agent Bishop. I already mentioned that one. What about just like tokens? Ninja tokens here. Channel 6, yeah. It's so clever. I can't help but give them that. I did like that part. This one here, when it enters, you make 2 mutant creature tokens, or X amount, where X is in the non-token creatures you control, and when she attacks, you get a counter on each creature you control. So that's not super bad. And then what about? I feel like Sigarda is probably the hardest one to find you a card for. I don't know that there's anything really. It's like look for non-creature. Yeah, no. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn with this Squawk and Marshmallow Pizza with Flash. Leader's Talent actually pretty good. This could go for Sigarda or Mural. I missed this in Mural. When you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature, and then whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had a counter, you get 2 life. And when you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on each spell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total mana for that. So it is a lot to fully level it up, but I feel like that's actually pretty good, especially in a go wide deck. Leonardo's Technique, really good here. Gets some recursion. Also, speaking of recursion, we're going to talk about it a little bit on the podcast this week, or on the show on Thursday. Yeah, those are probably like the best cards there. Non-creatures because, again, no, not a whole lot of humans, not a whole lot of soldiers. How many humans in green white? Yeah, we have 4. I mean, April O'Neil is fine, but like I wouldn't swap anything out for Scry 2. But yeah, and so like I think there's some stuff there that could work out for you. I feel like Ojer Accidental probably has like the most potential each set, just because there's always going to be burden spells, right? So you're always going to get options there. All right, let's do some Brawl. Finish it out. Yeah, we'll keep this. What are they playing? Liliana. Heretical Healer. I do like this Liliana. These like flip commanders, I enjoy quite a bit. We'll play out this Mayhem Devil. Go ahead, sacrifice things. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like that. What was it? Lida's technique or whatever. I feel like that was not. That's like I feel like that's pretty good. Like, was it like 2 or maybe 3 mana do 2 damage to each creature? If you have Ojer, it's it's like at least 4 damage to everything, right? Ooh, they're gonna flare. We'll just hit face.
I require servants. Your corpse will volunteer. Time to get my hands dirty.
They're saying good game already. Right. That's what I mean. Oh, it doesn't. It's not like a permanent. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's. I guess that's not super great then. Well, we're just gonna.
Ugh, well, this was unpleasant. Time to wake up and smell the decay.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I guess that one's Lita's technique maybe not super great then, unfortunately. But there were some good ones I feel like. Uh, Not terrible.
Warrior Queen Necromancer has a nice ring to it. You get used to the smell. Fine, I'll leave.
Fair enough.
Let us march into battle and make new comrades.
Return the Grave Lighter. Uh-huh.
Yours will be a fate worse than undeath. reached an undead end. Oh, defeat. Dread. I am the master here. My pacts give me strength.
Easy wins. All right. More or call it there? I'm feeling good about the draft was terrible, but the standard we did pretty well in, and I liked that game of Brawl there. Yeah, I was in real danger. I don't know why I guess they sacked the Sanguine Bond just to dig for something. Uh, felt weird. Felt weird for them to do. Uh, I don't know. I feel like that's probably good for stream this week. Okay, Hunter says we go again. I will not debate. If we had more time, I would do another draft. I have enough. I have enough to do it. Ooh, hold on. Benkibo says more standard, and Benkibo has not shown up. Let's do a quick standard game. We'll do a quick standard game. We'll do. Let's do Phoenix. Phoenix is fun. All right, Aegis. We can make it work. Yeah, we don't have a super high curve. Let's do it. Stalactite Stalker. Got a Plains. Are they the Auras deck? I hate that deck so much. Okay, no. Maybe they're Angels? Not super common. Yeah, Angels. I really need to find the avatar menu or world map, avatar map, and there's a secret emote that you can get. And I keep forgetting about it, and I think I've ran into it a couple times, but I can't find the map again. What is this? You can investigate once for each opponent who has more cards in it. Oh wait. See, we don't even care about discarding the hand size here because it just grows our moon shadow. Although we could do with some more lands. Something I rarely say on these streams. Investigate. Yeah, I guess we do have more cards in hand. Huh? I don't. Hey, this is my angel decks. I don't necessarily. I don't know that I get. Shelter by Ghosts. What are you picking off? The Moon Shadow? Okay. Fair enough. It'll get start gaining life, though. Yeah. It's not worth it. It's a slog. We definitely should have mulliganed that hand, but I really expected to see a land by turn 5 or 6. That deck does really well off of just 2 mana. Ugh. Like I said, a little bit tired. Excuse me. Alright, now this is excessive. Alright, this we can work with. We'll keep it, and we'll bin the Case of the Crimson Pulse. Blazemire Verge, Cecil. What you running, opponent? Ooh, fancy. Oh, I like those sleeves. Those are so cool. We'll pay 2 life. We'll play a Moon Shadow. The opponent have a response? I know. Excuse me. I know you must be thinking, Zach, why are you throwing away a land? You just needed them. Well, we got 2. What in this world do you need more than just 2 mana? What 1 mana interaction do they have, though? In green. I don't know. Tifa. Hate Tifa. Get out of here, Tifa. I don't want you. They have another Tifa? Okay, no, thank God. And not that Tifa had haste anyways, but why are they cracking the escape tunnel? That doesn't make sense. They must be running low on lands. Do they need the green pips? Because escape... I guess it doesn't tap for mana. Alright, so this was the spell that they had. Create a 1/1 pilot. What fucking deck is this? I feel like we have this game, right? It's like, what do they do? Like, Badger Mole, maybe? I don't think they got Badger Mole, though. You would see that last turn, for sure. I think they're just going to rope us. We will wait. We're patient, opponent. Nice. A little bit of BMing here on our part. Yep, they're roping us. Why people in this game just decide not to just take the L? I don't know. And like, it's not like I'm impatient. I can just, if I was playing on my phone, I just leave my phone open. Easy. Opponent's deck kind of sucked, but hey, what are you gonna do? All right, we'll do one last brawl game. Ooh, we got a reward, giant ball. Oh, speaking of which, did we ever get our? We never claimed. We only get 100 gems for our one win. We'll open this pack. We get a mirror form. Okay. Alright. We'll do one last brawl game, and we'll call it a night there. How's this sound? Alrighty. Gisela. Smile before Udi. Yeah. This is a good hand. Now it's an even better hand. Got the ring. It's the worst version of the ring where you have to pay 1 to tap it. Alright, life gain. Life gain the deck. Do we just save up the bolt? Yeah, we're just gonna bolt him. No pride mate for you. Unless you lose. Of course, yes. We cannot end the night on a lose. When this creature enters and whenever you cast a party spell, choose a party creature in your hand and perpetually gets +1/+1. Do they even have a party? Their commander's not even a party member. The hell? Alright. Well, Croxa. Force a discard. Him. For what? No attack. Angel of Vitality. Good card in my Hope deck. Wait, this is an arena version? If you gain life, you get how much plus one? No, I mean, that's a full version. It must just be brought in from something. Alright, let's do... let's just cast the ring. Get some protection. Draw some cards. Oh, they exiled it. Oh my god. We still get protection, though. Stupids. Alright, we'll play our commander. Now we have some flying threats. Alright. How shall you do it, opponent? Station using that. Now your creatures get +1/+1. Sure. You need a station again. Sure. You got the angel. Are you going to swing with the angel? I wouldn't if I were you. I will block it. But if you're watching this, no. Go ahead and swing. Don't worry about it. Alright. Oh, but we can't play dead. Oh, nope. Yes, we can. Now we have the untimely malfunction. Alright, so they're going to station there, and then probably station with the angel, but it still won't be online. They need one more. Are they still going to do it, though? Looks like they will. Should we just destroy their artifact? Yeah. I saw the top 9 cards of their library, which we don't often do in this deck, but in 1v1 it's usually the best thing. Look at all these planes! Oh my god! Alright, we win. I never got to do that Bygone Colossus before. I don't run it in my main deck just because it's too slow and it's not really what the point of the deck is. But here in Brawl, really good. Alright. Well, that is it for this week, folks. We are going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I thank you very much for tuning in again for another week of Rough Draft. It was a very rough draft. Not our roughest, but it's up there. Like I said, next week, I'm probably not going to do Turtles yet. I do like to give it a little bit more time for like the meta to sort of sink in. I just kind of like watch and see what cards are good, etc. I might do a stream on Friday. I'll probably poll in the Discord to see if that's something that's maybe feasible there. Yeah, we won a few games. Hey, outside of the draft, we won a lot of games. So pretty happy about that. Yeah, again, thank you so much again for showing up tonight. It means a lot. As always, feel free to hit us up in our Discord, which you can join by going onto our Patreon. A lot of different plans there. You can pay as little as $2 a month just to help support us, support the channel, support our website and everything that we do here. It means a whole lot to us. And of course, we do have our website, www.constant-lists.com. My unbiased opinion is the best deck building website out there. But yeah, other than that, thank you again for tuning into another stream, and I will see you guys next week. Don't forget, we are also streaming on Thursday. Going to be going over some TMNT cards. So I try not to do too much here today, but I did want to try to find something for Hunter. Regardless, again,